I love M&S.
And now our new best friends.
Yeah, we got recognized 3 times. The people seem more polite almost over here.
I will apologize. It's very windy here at the beach.
Hey everyone, we are here back with another recap. We're going to recap our day 9 trip. I'll just mention in passing, we are here at Wells with the ocean right next to us. It is beautiful.
And that big gorgeous cliff right there.
We will leave the rest for that for another video. So as we're recapping our day at New York still, this was like our first full day in New York.
A full official day.
So we woke up and we knew we needed to hit some of the British stores.
We still had yet to see inside a lot of the British stores everybody's been telling us about.
Well, the things that people send us on the P.O. box, like we asked like, oh, where's this from? And they're like, this is it, and they like try to explain what it is. So we're like, okay, we have to go into these stores.
Stores we don't have in the States. Like we went to a Tesco, we went to a Sainsbury, we went to a Waitrose, we went to
M&S.
M&S.
I think that was about it.
Yeah. So we hit all of those first thing on this day 9.
So I'm trying to remember where we went first. I think it was Sainsbury's, right?
I think so, yeah.
Went to Sainsbury's first, we got some snacks.
Funny story though, the manager actually came up to us. Unfortunately, we didn't get it recorded.
Oh, yeah.
He was recording and he forgot to hit the button for half the store. But the guy came up to us and he thought we were like from a competing brand.
He thought we were from Tesco.
Yeah, he was just like, are you inspecting our store to like compare or something? I'm like, no, we've just never been here. So he was really nice about it though.
Yeah, no, but it was really weird because I didn't realize there was so much competition between Tesco and Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
But I guess there is.
You ended up talking with him more after.
No, it wasn't him, it was some other employee, and I was just talking. Oh, I noticed that you guys, they wear headsets in the stores. So I asked him about that, and I guess in most of the stores they wear headsets so they can talk to one another, or if something happens, or whatever they need to do.
Yeah.
And over in the States, I've never seen like associates at a like grocery store or whatever wear headsets to talk to one another.
My sister works at one, and I don't think she wears a headset at all.
So I thought that was really interesting and kind of cool. Made sense after you explained it. Then we went, did we go to Tesco or M&S? I think we went to M&S.
Yeah, we went to M&S next.
Which I was really impressed with. I really liked M&S.
Yes.
We did.
Well, of course, the M&S we went to was a much bigger store.
It was 3 stories, 4 stories.
The Sainsbury we went to was just like a local one, so it was one of the smaller chains.
Like
and what we almost forgot is we went to a Greg's for the first time.
Oh, that's right, yeah. We totally killed this. We went to Waitrose first.
Did we?
Yeah, because it was closer to our place.
Maybe we did,
We went to Waitrose first, which was the most, as Angela said, was the most like American style store that we had been to. It was okay, nothing, it was very organic, very organic friendly, very vegan friendly.
They have a lot of their own brands.
It reminded me of Whole Foods price-wise, but layout-wise it wasn't. But yeah, nothing super impressed with Waitrose other than just, it was a nice store.
Yeah, it was the most American feeling one.
But nothing stuck out to me that I was like, oh, this is so unique and different.
Yeah.
And then we went to Greg's.
Which I love pastry.
And that's where we did the other recap video after we had Greg's. Then I think we went to Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
And then we went to M&S, which was so far, as of this video and stuff, of the stores I've been to, like your semi-basic stores, it's my favorite. I love M&S.
They have lots of options. They have a lot of their own brand as well.
Oh, it's like everything is M&S.
I know we did Tesco last.
Yes, we did Tesco last.
And again, it was just a Tesco Express, so we knew it was just a tiny little store. But we still got to kind of see, they had a few different things. Not really their own brand so much.
No, they definitely have some. It's very, especially since one was a local and one was Express, it's extremely similar to Tesco. Not Tesco, we're talking about Tesco. It's very similar to Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
I did like Sainsbury's a tad better. It just seemed like they had a few more options.
More food options, maybe. I will apologize. It's very windy here at the beach. Sorry for our voices sounding like this. We just thought it would be a really cool location.
So then we met up with Jay and Laura, who are subscribers.
And now our new best friends.
Yes, because, well, they were probably our closest people that we've had since starting the channel.
Talk-wise, like just via internet. We had never met them before.
And we spent practically the whole day, so like...
At least 7 or 8 hours.
All the stores we were doing that stuff until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we met them at the marketplace near the Shambles in York, and we just walked around pretty much.
We did. We window shopped, we looked at all the stores, we walked through a lot of the market, we just hung out. We had a few pints back and forth throughout the whole day, and it was, I can't remember what I had. It was some sort of hard cider, and I could taste the alcohol. And I wasn't able to finish it all, but I think I did get a little buzz, and I'd never had that before, but I was feeling kind of off or weird. Just a total blast. Had such a good time visiting with them.
We didn't do much, hardly any filming on that because we were just hanging out with friends on the trip. It didn't feel right. We went through the Shambles, we went through the market, we went through so many side streets. I loved it because it seemed like every time I thought that I'd been everywhere around the shambles, it was like there's another street we hadn't been down. It was really great going with locals though, because they were able to like explain some of the history, like like this business does this, and like, oh yeah, this is where we go for this.
Yeah.
And so it was really cool, just that interaction with a local.
I have to say though, the shambles and that whole shopping area was so confusing because we kept walking down one road and then it would just be a slight turn and we'd be down a whole nother road of shops. And we'd take another turn, another whole row of shops. We got so turned around, I don't know how many circles we ended up making. Because every time we turned a corner, I was like, oh, it looks like a new shop. But we'd actually been down that way before. But I can't tell you, it was so amazing when we finally came down to the end of one of the shop roads that it opened up and we saw the Minster for the first time. That is so grand of a chapel, church, whatever it is. It was just so beautiful and huge. And unfortunately, as soon as we got there, like, hey, let's go see if we can look inside. We were like 2 minutes too late after they closed.
Because they closed at 5.
Yes. So we ended up seeing it the next day, but we'll recap about that in the next video.
We did walk around it with Jay and Laura though, and Jay kind of explained to me some of the like how they rebuild the stones, and he showed me like where the stonemasons work.
Yeah, they work right there next to the Minster where they're like recarving all the stones that they're repairing to put back up in place.
And he was like explaining to me like how there's always scaffolding, so it was really cool doing that with a local, and then like he was able to like point out some historical buildings next to it.
We're losing the sun. We gotta wrap this up.
One thing that did happen 3 times. We got recognized 3 times, very randomly.
I think the very first time was when we were walking down the shopping roads, and some guy just kind of leaned out of the crowd and was like, I watch your YouTube channel. And we're like, oh, thank you, and then he was gone. And
then we went out to dinner at, I forget what it's called.
Wamagon, whatever that is.
So we went there, and then
it was very good.
And one of the waiters, he didn't say, I don't know if it was a...
Oh wait, we forgot. Before that, we went to Valhalla, which is a very classic, scary, not really scary. It's a Viking pub. It was very cool.
Old building, really cool.
Yeah, kind of wonky, but very eclectic.
That's where we had the ciders.
Yep, that's where we had the ciders.
So anyway, and then we
back to the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, back to the Chinese restaurant at dinner time. One of the cooks or the waiters recognized us and just like came over and was like, hey, I thought I recognized you. I sometimes watch your YouTube videos, like just want to say hi. And so that's the thing, it's like we recognized a few times and it's always a little awkward because it's like, I'm fine with like having a conversation with people or like whatever that is, but it's like, it's hard to tell because it seems like most people just want to like say like, oh hey, I watch your videos.
And then
which is fine, if that's all they want, that's fine. It's just hard for me because it's kind of like, well, do you want a picture or would you like to like talk, you know, for 5 minutes?
I know we're not that famous, but if you want a story to tell, we're willing to talk with you.
Most people are just like, they just want to acknowledge that they watch, which is fine. That's fine. If that's all
it's still
people
very
want.
cool.
Yeah, it's just been really random, like 3 times in one day, and then the
technically 4 times because soone messaged you on Instagram later saying, hey, I saw you walking down New York, but I was too embarrassed to come say hi.
No, he wasn't too embarrassed. He, by the time he thought to come over, it was already too late.
So yeah, after that and after dinner, we walked a few more shops. I think we ended up walking all the way up the hill to
the little castle.
That little castle thing, which is pretty cool. It's a very, very steep hill, and we couldn't go inside the castle, but we could peek in through some of the windows and just kind of walk around. And we ended up chatting there and hanging out for a while. And then we ran into a couple of kids, and they stopped.
College students.
Yeah, and we talked with them for like 15 minutes just because they wanted to talk about.
Yeah, they weren't subscribers or anything, but they.
Yeah, we didn't even mention we had a channel. We just talked with them because we're American.
Once they found out we're American, they had like all these questions, like like is America really like this, or like things they'd heard and they wanted to just confirm it with us. So yeah, we talked to them like 15 or 20 minutes.
At this point, I think it's about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock or something. It's getting kind of late, but we really don't want the evening to end. So our good friends Jay and Laura said, let's go get another drink. So we went to a pub, and I forget the name of it. The locals call it the...
Young and Hip?
No, the Cheap and Cheery place.
Oh, Cheap and Cheery place, yeah.
It was very full, and there was a very young crowd.
Lots of college students, I think.
Yeah,
college
I think so.
And like high school.
But that is where we had the third person recognize us. When we were ordering our drinks standing at the bar, the bartender was like leaning over the counter, was like, are you on YouTube? And I didn't hear it first. I was like, what? It's like, are you on YouTube? And I'm like, yes. And it was like, I've seen your videos. And apparently it was like the Eurovision one, I think is what they're called.
They said to me, they're like, oh, I first started watching you with the Eurovision. So if you're watching this, feel free to message us or whatever, and I can like thank you for...
Instagram's the best place.
Thank you for serving us the drink and just give you kind of a shout out, because that's the thing, like we got recognized and stuff, but people didn't give us their names. I would love to have had pictures with them so I could post it like on Instagram to share, but...
Yeah, it's such a cool experience, although very kind of humbling because it's very weird for us. But we appreciate you guys recognizing us, and it's really cool. Oh, the sun came back out behind a cloud.
I mean, yeah, we stayed up to like 9 or 9:30.
I think
it was pretty late.
Yeah, even though the sun was still up, it seemed.
I think we talked again for like an hour or two.
Yeah.
So it was really cool because it was just like meeting up with like, it felt like old friends, even though it was our first time meeting, and we just like spent the whole day just talking about everything.
We had like so much in common. We talked pretty much nonstop for 7 or 8 hours with them. It was so cool.
And we just walked around York and just saw everything. And again, with having the locals like just kind of show us around. And I know a lot of you, so many of you guys offered to do that. Honestly, timing didn't work out. Well, a lot of it came to we weren't in the areas that people were.
Right.
But so many people were like, hey, if you're in this area, I'll take you out for a pint. Or hey, if you're in this area, let me know. I'll give you a guide to this. And like those offers are so awesome. And I know they're genuine. Most of the time, like we weren't end up going to those places. Don't feel bad that I didn't like take you up on those because I absolutely would have if I could have.
The sun keeps peeking in and out behind a cloud, and it's about to set behind the hill, which is so amazing. I love this location. We will go into more detail about what we've done here. But for now, I think that pretty much wraps up the video, and we are so grateful for everyone who's been following us on this journey. We hope you enjoyed and hope you get to experience just a little bit of what we've gone through this whole time and this whole trip.
Guys, we really do appreciate your country and just how inviting and how everyone's been so polite and generous, and just everything. You guys have been absolutely amazing. They say America's like the place of cheery people, but in some ways, like the people seem more polite almost over here.
Huge shout out to Jay and Laura for showing us around town and being so hospitable to us, making us just feel very loved.
And at home, almost.
And at home, yes.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next recap video. I hope you've been enjoying us sharing our trip with you, and thank you so much for helping us make it happen. That's it for this video.
And I need to get up because my butt fell asleep.
Be safe, happy, look after one another, and cheers.